Fuck, bro. Shit dumb. Hey, I swear, YouTube broke, dude. Like you could schedule your live and shit on YouTube. That shit be broke as hell, man. Like it don't even make no sense to. It don't make no sense to schedule a live on YouTube because all you gonna do, you gonna have it scheduled, and then when the live stream's supposed to start, that shit don't even start. You know what I mean? Um, Hey, May Fresh, what's going on? Yeah, yeah, yeah. What's going on with you, May Fresh? Let me say what's up to my homeboy. What's up, Fresh? Nah, man, but YouTube be kind of tripping a little bit, bro. I ain't even gonna lie and shit, man. They be going a little bit off the chains and shit, man. So I don't know. We gonna work with it though for now. We gonna make it do what it do. You know what I'm saying? In the meantime, in between time. Oh, you know we global, baby. You already know what the plan was, man. You know we was gonna take it to the top either, regardless. Matter of fact, you know what I will do, what I think I'm gonna do for today. I know this is a bold move on YouTube because you know it's different when you're doing it on your Facebook. I started this out on my Facebook Live. And you know, Facebook is mostly people you know and all that, but I'm gonna take a chance. I'm gonna throw my live number up there. You know what I'm saying? In case I get a call in on one of these topics and shit. I'm feeling adventurous today. You know what I'm saying? Somebody call my shit and prank my shit. I'm gonna be mad as a motherfucker. Let me see, man. Get to the feelings. Nothing more than he wanna know. Hey, Fresh wanna know about feelings. He out here vulnerable. He like, man, man, I need to hear about the feelings, dog. Nah, but real shit though. Y'all know how we do, man. Oh, another thing. Let me tell y'all another thing that I gotta do different now too. So you know with YouTube, they got bigger copyright flags and all that type of shit. So I'm gonna have to come with my own intro music from now on. You know what I'm saying? And I think I got the appropriate intro music for today. Um, we gonna go with this. It ain't so much music. It ain't so much a song, but it's a nice little instrumental. So this how we gonna start this one out today. Macworld Live, baby. Let's go.
Marley Hall traveled to Milwaukee, a city known as Pimp School, and talked to people who are trying to break that cycle.
Police in Milwaukee have more than 200 pimps on their radar, but few resources.
Milwaukee pimps describe pimp roundtables where they get together and share best practices and advice and tips on how to evade law enforcement. So it's very, very sophisticated.
And how did Milwaukee end up becoming kind of this hotbed?
Every girl can generate about $500,000 a year for any given
Welcome
pimp.
to the
and
stream.
Most pimps have 4 to 6 women or girls
You know,
in their so-called stable.
kick your feet up, get comfortable. Let me see, can y'all see that? Who are you? You can't see it. It's Playboy Bunny. Playboy Bunny. Cause we getting that money. Hey. We got some interesting stuff today though to talk to y'all about.
Who are you?
Digging deep.
Who are you?
Trying to get to the bottom of some of these issues. Trying to get to the bottom of some of these. How y'all feeling today, man? It's a nice ass day outside today. Yeah, yeah.
Who are you? Who are you?
I got you, Billa.
Who are you?
He say post some socials up. See, that's what I'm talking about, man. You know, that feedback. Feel good getting that support from my peoples, man. You know what I'm saying? My A1s, my day ones. You know, we just trying to get bigger and better. We trying to improve. Getting everything in order. Want to put together a real nice show for y'all, man. Do something good for y'all, man. Do y'all some justice out here, man. Yeah, yeah, yeah. What's going on with y'all? Welcome to the show, Mac World Live Daily. You know what the hell going on, man. Same old same, you know. Same shit, different day. Same shit, different toilet. And today, oh man, we gotta talk. Today we leaning more into like this I guess you could say like therapy and things along that nature, right? You always hear that saying like, motherfucker need to get some therapy, get you some therapy. Y'all finna see the most craziest therapist y'all ever seen, but I'm gonna save that to the end. The first thing I want to talk about is something I call Heauxsplaining. And if you want to know what Heauxsplaining is, it's kind of like mansplaining, right? So you know how they'll say somebody is mansplaining something, they be like, like they act like you don't understand it, and you gotta say, like this is, you gotta explain it to them in a way like they stupid or like they only emotional based or something like that. You know what I'm saying? And you gotta be like kind of when you be like, I guess they feel like you almost talking to them like a kid or like a woman don't understand. Now what Heauxsplaining is like basically hoe will come at you with some shit that it ain't neither here nor there as far as like having an actual understanding. It's like some shit that you done heard from some hoes and shit. Like it's some knowledge that only apply if you live in a certain way and you live in a certain life and shit. It sound good, but it don't apply to nothing that's fucking going on right here. You know what I'm saying? I give y'all a perfect example, right? You know, I'm pretty sure y'all like examples. Y'all want to know what I'm talking about, right? So we watched this show called P-Valley. Everybody watched this show, right? It's pretty well known. If you don't watch it, good. You ain't missing shit because there ain't a bunch of shit going on right now, but some, you know what I'm saying, some fruit bowl mixing. But basically, it's a part on there where she telling this chick how to get away, like she trying to start a new life, you know. You know, she a little traveler and shit, a little love to traveler. So she trying to start this new life or whatever. She tell the chick some shit like, don't, it's just like in the club, like in the streets. Never give them your real name. They gotta earn it. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, that shit sound good, right? Don't that shit sound like, it sound like you getting some game. Girl. I heard that shit, girl. So it's like, motherfucker, take that shit. Another Heauxsplaining is like, talking about like don't fuck for free, you know what I'm saying? Not doing nothing for free. It be like a bunch of different things where it's like, this ain't just knowledge y'all think y'all kicking down, man. These are rules of like damn near like rules of the pimp game. You know what I'm saying? Like this is shit that hoes tell other up and coming hoes. You know what I'm saying? Like this ain't no knowledge for no woman to catch no husband. You know what I'm saying? Like this is gutter grimy. This is slimy. This for when you finna be in the slimiest of situations and shit. So I don't think you just finna like come at an average dude like. And so I'm gonna tell y'all what they do, right? and where we get to the problem with Heauxsplaining, because if you in the cracks and the crevices, okay, you moving how you got to move and shit, you know, you got to keep your guards up and you got to do all that shit, so on and so forth. But you got motherfuckers trying to, and it don't work on me, you know what I'm saying, because you know, some of you motherfuckers ain't got a player, pimp, nothing bone in your body. You know what I'm saying? So they gonna break you niggas. You know what I'm saying? But as far as me and shit, look, I was Sean Mack, no gimmick, real name. You know what I mean? I come from the original Don Mack. You know what I'm saying? I come from a long line. You feel me? But I'm gonna just say like this, man. Like, they gonna break y'all down and shit, or they gonna try to break y'all down and shit like that, by trying to talk you into circles and shit. It don't be no shit that's neither here nor there. And if they sense you ain't got nothing about you that's really able to discern what's going on with them, or that like the lit they kicking at you, then they gon' feed in, they gon' get in on that shit. They gon' move in, and they gon' move in for the kill. And that's where you get these little slick talking Heauxsplainers that like they'll come at you with some like. And I was joking about this shit, right? But y'all finna laugh at this. Like I said, girls be going so far with the Heauxsplaining, right? You don't even understand what the fuck they talk about. Hey, Fresh said winch talk. He said winch talk. Hey, but listen, that's my left hand right there. I swear, I promise. Look, so they be going so hard on the Heauxsplaining, it get to a point where you don't even know what the fuck they talking about. It be like, if you know, you know. And a nigga, I thought a nigga said something that ain't. Be like, what? It be like, well, $1 saved. It'd be a bunch of sayings and shit. It'd be some shit they heard on Basketball Wives, some shit they heard on P-Valley, some shit some broke down hoe told them and shit to mislead them. It'd be a bunch of shit they put together. You don't even know what they talking about. It's like they speaking the language you ain't talking about. It'd be like, I'm saying, I'm putting pressure, applying pressure. If you don't put pressure, it'd be like, what are you saying though? Like, you saying some shit, but it sound like some shit you just repeating and shit. But I was joking, like, you know, you'll hear all that, you don't know what the fuck a bitch talking about, right? But you know when they get to talking proper and you can understand what they talking about when they ass get pissed off. Have y'all ever seen a hood rat pissed off? Have y'all ever seen one of them? A motherfucking, what's my name for them? I call them glorillas now and shit. Y'all call them city girls. I call them glorillas. You know what I'm saying? So have y'all ever seen a glorilla pissed off, man? Listen, they be like, run me my coins. Where is my money? I want my money. I need it right now. Like, damn, you can talk proper as a motherfucker. Like, you are enunciating. You got to slap with every syllable. I need to go get my kids. Where is my car? When that nigga steal that car and shit. I need to get my kids. Like, before you was all slick. Shit, because a nigga, if I thought a nigga said something. FYK, YK. You know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck are you talking about? You know what I'm saying? Pissed them off. Where is my money? I need to go right now to get my car. I thought I told you. I mean, when I confronted her. You know what I'm saying? It be shit like that. Like, man, you hoes, grammar is astounding when y'all get mad. You know what I'm saying? So that shit tripped me out. The Heauxsplaining just tripped me out. Like, I'm not finna sit up and you not finna talk to me like in your best rendition of, you know what I'm saying, a motherfucking, I don't even know what to call it. You know what I mean? We just gonna say a glorilla. You know what I'm saying? You're not gonna talk to me like that. You know what I'm saying? And I'm sitting up like I'm just clueless. I'm gonna be like, nah, that ain't how I go. I'm not gonna approach you or I'm not gonna come at you in no type of way confrontational, because that be the goal sometimes, to reduce you to like trying to lose your temper. Man, that shit ain't even worth it, bro. So like, I'm gonna just talk to you. We gonna just talk. We gonna, you know what I'm saying? And that sometimes will make a woman mad, or when they trying to get you in your chest and you just like, they on some Heauxsplaining and shit, right? So they think you finna come back at them on some, what could I call them? What's a good word for it? Like some nigga-isms and shit. Like, I'm not finna have no ignorant argument with your ass. You want some if a nigga don't pay me, a nigga can't. And I'm on some shit like, man, look, I'm not on none of that shit, no way. I wasn't finna pay you. I'm not out here. I'm not I'm not niggas. I'm not doing what niggas do, like all that slick bouncing and Heauxsplaining you doing and shit, man. Get that shit the fuck up out of here and shit. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Fresh say they go from snapping to pontificating. Hey, listen. I gotta give you the 2 shots for that. 3 shots, matter of fact. You know what I'm saying? He hit it right on the head. On my life, it's like they be all over the place and shit, man. But overall, it's just based in wanting to sound good. Come on, man, you can't get me with that shit. That trying to, oh, this sound good. Like it's some niggas you could talk down out here and shit with a bunch of shit, with a bunch of shit that sound good. I received that. I received that. You know what I'm saying? But nah, motherfucker ain't finna do none of that. Yeah, run me my coins. That's the funniest with the clap. Run me my coins. Run me my coins. You know what I'm saying? When the hoes be pissed. I'm talking about getting real straight to the point. Ain't no all that fucking bouncing and all that talking shit. That shit go out the window. You know what I'm saying? So it'd be funny, man, that you gotta piss a hoe off to get her to talk straight. You know what I'm saying? But move on to the next thing. Feelings, nothing more than feelings. You know what I'm saying? Hey, let me tell you what I'm talking about, man. I got a feeling my homeboy, my brother from another Fresh, he probably already know what I'm talking about. But I had an interesting conversation with one of my favorite people that I just met her and shit, like recently. We've been talking for a little minute, but like recently we start kicking it kind of heavy, and she cool. She a Scorpio. Her name is, I'm gonna say her name is Laura. Yeah, that's her name. So me and Laura, we had a good conversation the other day. You know what I'm saying? And it was some interesting stuff. And so we get into a little discussion, and she talking about this dude. Now, y'all know me, man. I'm gonna keep it real. I'm not never gonna. Y'all are some of them niggas that be like, a girl be like, yeah, I kicked the puppy in the ribs. And if y'all trying to smash or whatever, y'all gonna be like, it's okay, girl. Oh, that puppy didn't know what was gonna hit it. Y'all excuse anything y'all do. Y'all don't want to speak up because you know y'all gotta kind of, you know what I'm saying, do what you got to do, say what you got to say to get what you trying to get, you know what I'm saying? But I paid the cost to be the boss, and partly what y'all gonna see with a lot of my podcasts is, man, I'm gonna let these motherfuckers hang, man, because I done got enough pussy for both of us. So I ain't finna even have to try to bite my tongue or, oh, what are they gonna think? Nah. And look, motherfucker everything gonna do what it do because that's what it do. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna speak freely because I feel like I paid the cost to be my own boss. So on that note, I'm talking about with Feelins, me and this girl had this conversation. She was talking about this dude. Now, this some of y'all girls do. Y'all be playing a little bit clueless. She like, yeah, I got a friend. Well, we're just friends. And I don't know why. I mean, he's just really into me and he's really mad. I have him in my friend zone. And I mean, he really gets mad sometimes. Like when I go over a guy's house, like he'll really say something and he'll speak up and he'll say things about it. So I'm like, all right, so he just in your friend zone, right? Just want to just hop out the friend zone, just anxious to just jittery, just to get out the friend zone and shit. He done got his dance routine, right? He like a nigga backstage at the Apollo. He just want to show you his stuff, right? Get the fuck out of here, right? So I'm like, all right, you got the dude in your friend zone, right? Tell me more. You know what I'm saying? How did you meet, dude? How long did you know this guy? Oh, well, I known him for a long time. I known him for a year and all that. And I mean, a year ago, you know, we messed around or whatever. There we go. I said, hold up, back it up. I said, what happened a year ago? She said, you know, a year ago, you know, we messed around or whatever. But I mean, that was a year ago. I mean, I don't understand why he's still acting like that. I mean, he's acting crazy. That was a year ago. So I'm like, oh. And I was just thinking. It had me thinking, man. Had me thinking about the double standard I hate the most. The emotional double standard. And the reason this is the double standard that bro said, stop the car. Listen, bro, let me out. Hey, like, you good? You good where you at? I'm gonna get out right here and I'm gonna walk to my house. I know where I live. I'm gonna walk. You got this. You got this. You take the car. You know what I'm saying? Nah, but it's just crazy because it had me, that shit exhausted me. Y'all ever seen one of them animes and shit where a motherfucker say something and they instantly get exhausted and the big sweat bead pop up on the side of their head? I'm talking about she instantly exhausted me when she said that shit. Cause you know what it made me think about, y'all? It made me think about how when a woman feel a certain way, nigga, that shit needs to be accepted, respected, reciprocated, reviewed, acknowledged, felt, received. You know what I'm saying? But when a man feel a certain way and he expressed those feelings, I don't understand. What's wrong with him? Like, it'd be like, oh my God. Now, you know what I'm saying? Let you get hit with the hit stick, right? You done got hit with the hit stick. You done got toe up. You know what I'm saying? And now a year done went by. As you say, a year went by. But I still been being friends with you for a year and shit. I done beat you out the frame and shit. You know what I'm saying? And just, you know what I'm saying, hit you every type of way. Done folded you up like a pretzel. I done threw you up and planted you down. I done did everything to you, right? And then a year done went by. And I'm still kicking it with you and all that. We still quote unquote good friends. And I'm wondering why you got feelings for me or whatever. Man, look, if I try to explain that shit to a girl like, man, we still friends and we used to fuck, but it been a year, I don't know what's wrong with her. They got me like, you stupid. See, man, I'm stupid. Y'all don't understand anything. But man, listen, that's because y'all hold y'all feelings in so high regard and shit, right? And y'all hold our feelings in so low regard. What are you doing as a man with feelings that ain't fuck and fight? If your two feelings ain't fuck and fight, it's a problem. And I told her that shit. I said, see, that's why and so this is exactly how the conversation went, y'all. Bear with me, right? So this how the conversation went. I said, see, that's what's crazy. I said, he telling you how he feel or whatever, and when he tell you how he feel, it's like you don't acknowledge it. But I'm pretty sure, like, and he would probably make time for you when you jump up and y'all kicking it. Y'all supposed to be just friends, but when you want to kick it in a way that's more than friends, he make time for you. The problem is he thinking you gonna do that same thing for him, but you busy dividing yourself and shit. You know what I'm saying? So you want to be his friend, his bitch, his hoe. You know what I'm saying? You want to be so many things to so many different people. So it's like, okay, I'm doing all this different shit or whatever, and when it comes to the point to where he trying to think he having a real moment with you, no, that's just a moment you having at the moment. You know what I'm saying? And he realizing that shit, and it's pissing him off. He like, man, I'm kind of keeping it a little bit more real with her than she keeping it with me. Like, she treat me like, you know what I'm saying? Like, the shit is optional with him, and you know he don't do that to you because you know you wouldn't go for that shit. You know what I'm saying? Even with y'all friendship, you expect to be held in a certain regard. And girls with y'all friends like that, sometimes they might say something about another girl you talking to or just whatever. Like, oh, I know, like, I'm your friend or whatever. Like, they'll try to stand on it, like, but keep you. You know what I'm saying? And I basically explained to her that's what she was doing to do. She was like, and what she was like, oh my God. She was like, oh my God. And I guess because it was hidden, he done said something like that to her before. I told her, like, man, you sitting up trying to act like because it's convenient for you, like y'all just friends. But I'm pretty sure with the history y'all got together, had he jumped up and wanted to fuck off or do some other shit, you would quickly stand on the fact that, we've been friends for this long and you're gonna put her before me, dog. You gonna try to mold that shit into how you want it. So that's why I be saying, so I told her like this. I said, see, and that's where he fucked up at, because he revealed his feelings to you and the man feelings don't even count. I told her that shit. She was like, what you mean? I'm like, man, the man feelings don't count. Like, don't nobody give a fuck how no man feel. I figured that shit out a long time ago and shit. And then she was like, that's not true. She was like, that's sad. That's how you feel. Then she's gonna be like, she gonna say some shit like, why do you feel nobody wants you or something, or you don't matter? Why do you feel you don't matter? Like, what? I'm like, bitch, look around you, man. Look at a palatial, and I ain't even gonna say like, nah, my crib ain't just like laid out like that, but come on, man, my shit kind of nice, you know what I'm saying? It's nice, clean, you know what I'm saying? It's clearly I give a fuck about myself. She was just joking and shit, but she tried to take it extreme like that because of what I was saying. It's like, you know, when you saying something and they know you finna get down to something real and hit a real point, they be trying to turn it into like, they'll try to hurry up and kick the bucket over. Like, oh, so who doesn't love you? How you love me? What you talking about? No, I'm just talking shit. But so she was on some shit like that, and I'm like, nah, I'm like, it just don't matter when a man tell his feelings, like he told you his feelings, and look how you treated dude feelings. You treated his feelings like they was just weird and shit, like the sex and shit y'all had or whatever was just an afterthought to you. But I bet you under the right circumstances, you wouldn't want him to feel that way. Be always on high alert for a woman's feelings, but as a man, nigga, you better not even have no feelings. And then I told her like this, right? So we talking freely, right? I'm telling y'all, like, I understand that shit to a certain extent, because when it comes to a dynamic between the male and the female, we are more physically stronger. So at the end of the day, bottom fucking line, we can physically oppose ourselves. Now, what they always gonna have to work with is they gonna have emotions and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? They gonna always be able to be a little bit more like, once you remember Snoop, you never know, she could be earning her mind and learning her mind, but at the same time burning her mind. You know what I'm saying? Like, so motherfucker want to learn they man, you know what I'm saying, so they can know how to color purple. I mean, look at that shit. Look at any movie. The key be to learn the man. You know what I'm saying? So it's one of them things like that. And the bottom line be like, you know, when you turn around and you telling them they know how you move, they know what really make you tick and stuff like that. That's a lot of power. You know what I mean? A lot of times you're not finna really tell no, like I told her this. I said, if a dude, I said, you feel like dudes need to open up with their feelings or whatever. She was like, yeah, they need to be more emotionally open. Like, you know, that shit sound good, don't it? Like a dude who just all in his feelings, just emotionally, he's just emotionally just open, like an open book to you emotionally. He's quick to tell you when he's feeling emotional and express his emotions. Like, you just want, that's what you want, right? Yeah, I'm like, how often should he do that? All the time. I'm like, I just start dying laughing. I was like, get the fuck out of here. So I said, okay, so let me get this straight. When dude getting emotional and vulnerable and shit, what you finna do? You finna canoodle dude all in the back of the head and, oh, it's okay, baby. And then what? When you feeling a certain way, what y'all gonna switch sides and he gonna canoodle you? Oh, it's okay, baby. You know what I'm saying? Like, what the hell y'all gonna do? You know what I'm saying? When both of y'all and y'all emotions, you're not gonna like that shit. You think you want an emotional dude, but every dude I know that's emotional and shit, and every chick that gotta deal with him, you know what I'm saying, they feel like, and then she was like, well, I have dealt with the guy's emotions. I was dealing with the guy, and I told her, like, this is a white chick we talking to, and I'm gonna get a little semi, you know what I'm saying, cultural and shit, no racial and shit, right? But I was like, I think that's why a lot of times white women and black men get along well. I said, because y'all are used to dealing with emotional ass white dudes. They are allowed to show their emotion. They are expected to show their emotion, especially their anger. Like, that's the thing in America, like angry white man. You know what I'm saying? Fucking this is fucking that and fucking that and fucking, you know what I'm saying? All that shit, like, that's acceptable and shit. So they used to a man being emotional. So when they come across a black man, I said, nah, this what happened, and I'ma warn you. I'm finna warn you. I told her as a white girl, I said, this what happened. A lot of times, y'all, though, since y'all used to dealing with them emotions, and a black dude might see that y'all are going for his emotions as opposed to a black woman that might not be trying to hear that shit, and you better go get some sleep if you feeling a certain way. They don't give a fuck how you feel, right? Some of them don't, right? I ain't gonna say all of them, but just, it's a cultural thing and shit. But I'm like, they used to dealing with these emotional ass dudes and shit, right? So a lot of times when a black dude come across that, he dive right in and he play right into it, and he do shit to y'all that not no black woman even going for, and treat y'all a certain way, but y'all be thinking y'all saving them from this black woman and shit. Like, well, she was nagging. Teron said she was really nagging him, and all he needed was money for a haircut. And y'all be paying for this nigga a haircut and shit. And y'all be sitting up here doing some stuff for this grown ass man because y'all really think like he this vulnerable, big, this adult black child. You know what I'm saying? But nah, really, they be playing and leaning into it with y'all because they know. And I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna keep it 100. A lot of white girls I met, they got that savior complex. Like they think they saved like the black dude. They think they like saved them from black. Well, man, get the fuck out of here. Nah, it ain't nothing like that, man. A lot of times they ass will try to play you because yeah, they like that new feeling of being able to profit, or not profit, but being able to actually benefit off showing some type of vulnerability and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So it's like a lot of times, you know, they might deal with our feelings or whatever, but you know, it's just dealing with them feelings of like hurt black man and shit. Like they think like go to a white girl and shit complaining like, man, they did me wrong and all that. Man, look, that's gonna up your percentage of getting with her because she gonna feel like she's some type of hero. I don't know what is it with white people with that savior complex. You will go a long way by making them think they are saving you from some shit. I guess we all like Blindside was prophetic. Like they just want to feel like they just saving you from some shit. You know what I'm saying? I had a white guy, we was working, we was doing business together, we was doing music together. This fool was talking about like, yeah, man, I'm gonna get some money, man, and I'm gonna get you a chain, man. Nigga, a chain? Dude thought I was a little chainless black boy and shit who needed his chain to feel whole and shit. Man, get the fuck out of here with that shit. You know what I'm saying? But it's just weird though, man. But that's why I say feelings, nothing more than feelings. Because man, your feelings don't matter for shit. And so as we go on and we talking and everything like that, I tell her like, you know, especially with a black man, tell her, try to open up your vulnerabilities to a woman and shit, to our women of our culture. Nigga, is you gay? That's what they gonna say. Is you gay? Oh, you soft, you this. Oh, I thought you supposed to be a man. They would even tell you, oh, you acting like a little bitch. You know what I'm saying? They'll call you out your name, disrespect you, all that shit. You know what I'm saying? Your feelings don't mean shit, bruh. That ain't what she here for. She ain't here for your feelings. She here for your aggression. And you know what I'm saying? Whatever. Only time they want to see some feelings of vulnerability from you is if you acting like a whipped fucking dog. If they feel like they trying to check you as far as like, okay, this is my big dumb thug, right? Let me show him how to show some emotions. And it's like, do this and buy me this. And you like, I got you this. And I love you, baby. And we together forever, Bonnie and Clyde. And she like, that's my boo, ride or die. You know what I'm saying? There's some shit like that. Nah, they like them trained emotions and shit. But you just expressing how you feel as a man, nigga, what's wrong with you? If you got a problem in a relationship, you need to figure it out, because the relationship is about if she happy. If you not happy, ain't you a man? Figure it out, man. You know what I'm saying? I said, this is all the stuff they say. They say they want you to deal with them in whatever state they in. If you don't deserve the best, if you don't deal with the worst of them, you don't deserve the best of them. But do you want the worst of a man? Hell no, that nigga better have his shit together. You know what I'm saying? It's like, and she was like, you know, like it'd be like, I don't want a man, I don't need a man, but I want a man. I said, would you like a dude saying that? I don't need no woman, but I just want a woman. You want a dude to feel like that about you? She was like, yeah, I don't care. Man, that shit sound dumb as hell. You know what I'm saying? Or like, if you don't deal with the worst of me, then you don't deserve to deal with the best of me. Like, you'll be like, is this nigga retarded? You'll be like, what's wrong with this dude? Like, you'll nope out of that motherfucker, but it's like some of that shit y'all say, man, it don't make no sense. You know what I'm saying? But it be like it's supposed to fly and shit though. You know what I mean? And I don't know, man. Getting to expressing your feelings and stuff like that. That lead me right into this last topic right here. And this is something I really, really, really want to look at. Want y'all to look at, man, because it's a little bit of it's deeper. I think than it I think it's deeper than it looked like. You know what I'm saying? It's a little bit deeper than it looked like. I noticed some things. Let me see. I'm a try to go to I wish I could get the raw video, right? But I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get it. So I'm gonna go to the channel which is entitled I'm gonna do mediocre tutorials and let me see, mediocre tutorials. Bear with me for a second, y'all. Mediocre tutorials therapist. Matter of fact, shit, we are a family. I'm gonna show y'all what I'm doing and shit. This what I'm doing. I love my split screen, man. When I use my split screen, this one I feel like I'm really YouTubing. On that J. But nah, here we go. I'm gonna show y'all this shit, right? We gotta really look at this.
Some of y'all need the confirmation from mental health professionals. If you want to be a hoe, be a hoe. If you want to be a slut, be a slut. If you want to go thought it out in the streets, bye, bitch.
Hold on, y'all can't see your face.
A couple days ago, Psychology Today released.
Let me go. I'm gonna go down. I'm gonna scale it down a little bit. I got so if y'all look on my screen, you know, I kind of got a few windows up. Like I don't got it maximized, but I'm kind of just doing that for the resolution partly, and I'm kind of doing it because I want y'all to be able to see this hoe look like the long, like she look like a long toe, like she look like that toe next to your big toe. This old long toe looking asshole, I want y'all to see her face. So we gonna dive into it. Let's go. I want y'all to see what she talking about. And mind you, this is a therapist. This is not just normal advice. This is supposed to be a therapist right here. Come on.
Please, with all your spirit gusto, go click back on that video. I've been telling y'all, mother are going to be single for the rest of your life if you do not increase your emotional communication skills.
All right, so first of all, y'all see this ghastly looking, you know what I'm saying, gook looking asshole, man, talking about some people gonna be single for the rest of their lives in the Psychology Today article. First of all, Psychology Today ain't no peer-reviewed publication. That shit is some bullshit. Lot of biased articles in there or whatever, and she quoting Psychology Today talking about people talking about men are gonna be single for the rest of their life or something like that, which that ain't something I'm seeing. I'm seeing a lot of older men choosing when they want to get married and getting married to the type of woman they want to settle down with when they get older. The ones that do want to get married, man, if you on some marriage shit, you know what to look for, and it definitely ain't none of this bullshit. Let's go.
Emotional intelligence or any of these things. The Psychology Today article that my good sis is referencing is nothing but proof that these podcast alpha male bullshit father issue having ass motherfuckers is forcing y'all to a lifetime of singleness.
Now, this lovely young lady was recently fired from her position as a therapist.
So for this rant that she was going on right here, now mind you, she's supposed to be a therapist and she's employed at this point while she's going on this rant about father issue motherfuckers and Dusty, the Dusty dudes and they father issues and all that. This is somebody's therapist that worked for somebody. She got a boss while she doing all this. You know what I'm saying? She's currently employed right now. She's a proud, educated. She is educated. Y'all know that? Y'all know she is educated? If you ask her, she's educated. She is proudly educated. And she's employed right now, but this is what she's choosing to do with herself.
for this viral rant. And we're going to get into this and exactly why that she was fired from her position. But let's just keep on listening to her thoughts.
I keep seeing on this bullshit ass app that women have these poor attitudes and all this other bullshit. Men truly just need to extend their emotional vocabulary so they can flourish and have meaningful, healthy relationships. But instead, y'all live.
Do y'all hear that shit? What do all that mean? Men need to increase their emotional vocabulary so they can truly flourish and have meaningful relationships. Like, first of all, every man I know got meaningful relationships. When somebody ain't hard to communicate with and they don't look at the basics of you being able to even communicate with them as like, you have to fight with me and handle even getting me to listen. Like, don't no man got no problem communicating. Every man I know communicate fine and shit. Like, you are not that interesting or that intimidating and shit. Like, that's how you come off, like you try to be one of them. But you look ghastly though. You look like a scream mask. Let's go.
Listening to these Kevin Samuel ass motherfuckers, and it's leaving you 50 and alone. Fix it.
Nah, I don't know about that.
So I initially want to show this video first in order to demonstrate her rabid feminist ideologies. Psychology Today is a feminist propaganda machine. Today article real quickly. Now this is the particular article that.
So this is the article she was talking about right here, and he gonna do a compare and contrast about two articles they did about men and women, just to show you the type of shit they be on. They slick be on. Let's go.
She's referencing from Psychology Today, and for those that are unaware or uninitiated, Psychology Today is a feminist propaganda machine masquerading as a place for objective opinion and psychological thought. Now, first off, look at the title of this article right here, The Rise of Lonely Single Men. Now, if you go down and read the article, it talks about why men are becoming more single today through reasons that I actually agree with. Contributing factors include the rise of dating apps, growing competition with other men through social media, and what they refer to as a relationship skills deficit. And what's interesting is that
So what they're talking about right now is why men are single, right? And it's saying a lot of it got to do with the nature of just dating nowadays. A lot of it is done on social media. I mean, niggas ain't finna sit our booty up on the sink and put on makeup and lashes and do all that to look good on the thumbnail or a picture to go dating. Like, a lot of niggas take bad pictures in general and shit. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, it just don't be cracking like that, you know what I'm saying, for the average man, like it might for the average woman. And that's what they pointing out right here, one of the things. And then when they talk about the skills deficit, relationship skills deficit, it's because the fact of the matter is it ain't a lot of face-to-face, like dating, meeting up, places you go meet people and meet people out and date them, where everything is all coordinated and done online and organized ahead of time. Let's go.
I think a lot of those relationship skills deficit is the reason why they watch videos like mine or a Kevin Samuels. But
right,
nowhere in this article does it talk about
everybody not a slick ass player
of loneliness as what the title references. And in fact, the new title of this article should be The Rise of Single Men. But meanwhile, the same publication of Psychology Today posted this article back in January of 2022 titled The Strategic Singlehood of Black Women. Strategic? Really? So when black women are single, it's strategy or strategic. But when black men are single, it's referenced as being lonely. This disingenuous type of reporting is absolutely mind-boggling. And it continues to feed the dirty, the seedy, feminist industrial complex.
Yep, you going on a little bit of a rant right now, so I'm gonna skip forward because I want y'all to get back to S for brains.
I want to be able to communicate with your bitch.
And listen to, so this is something I want y'all to see right here, right?
Emotional vocabulary.
Cause she talking this emotional vocabulary bullshit, right? So this is something I want y'all to, observe right here, right? Look at the way she talking. she is very well spoken. Her grammar is very well spoken. Like you can tell, like when she used the slang words she still sound proper using that shit. It's almost like she going out of her way to try to sound this certain way. And y'all gonna see from the stuff that she say, this is her best black woman. Like she's commodifying her blackness. And that's another problem I feel like black women should have with her. You know what I'm saying? You know you can speak better, you know you can do better, but it's like this certain ghetto way you acting and talking and vulgarity that you using, and it's like you trying to play it as all the black woman card or whatever. Like, come on, ho, you know what the hell going on. Listen to her ass talk. Listen to the way she talk.
Your life can be easier. Don't you want to be able to communicate with your bitch? I think yes, right?
Right.
Yo, she talks so much about Kevin Samuels, but imagine if KS got on his platform on a nightly basis and said,
and you know what? That's the thing. You could be disrespectful to women if you a woman. You could give them bad advice if you a woman. You could tell them they could be hoes and sluts, and a girl ain't nothing but a hoe and a slut, and that's all your place is. You need to go out here and bust it wide open if you a woman. You know what I'm saying? If you a man, you're a fucking monster trying to tell somebody that shit. You know what I'm saying? She out here talking about, don't you want to talk to your bitch and all this shit? Like you're posturing like a man. You are a glorilla. You know what I'm saying? And you out here posturing like, you know what I'm saying? Like you talking down on men and all that shit. Like, come on, man. Stop that shit.
how is she telling black men to be emotionally competent enough to communicate, but this is how that she communicates to us? Yo, imagine signing up for therapy and your therapist is the same type of woman that caused you to be in therapy.
Right.
Let's continue.
Long gone are the days where you can just shut down. Tolerating that. Like, it used to be where men provided financially or with schmeat and can make their own self come and we can pay for our own shit. So I'm gonna need y'all to catch up on the emotional part. If a bitch you, I need you to communicate more. Open your.
So y'all hear how this macho little hoe talking and shit, right? She on here talking like, you know, it's just women is just having so many problems just getting some emotions out of men. And back in the day it used to be this and like, oh man shut down and all this and that, and they need to learn to speak up and all that. Now mind you, all this, she is a therapist and men come to her and this is how she thinking. Feelings, nothing more than feelings. The same people coming to her, telling her, not shutting down, coming to her for that specific reason because they not shutting down. This is how she feel and shit. You know what I'm saying? This is how she ridiculing them for opening up about their emotions. It's not even that she's criticizing them opening up, really. It's that she criticizing the way they do feel. You know what I mean? This shit is just dumb. You know what I mean? It don't make no damn sense.
Mouth. But you know what I realized? And let me back up. A common misconception about me as a clinician is that 90% of my clientele have been men, black men specifically. Okay. And
and I just want to say one more thing. She annoying and her food pot long as hell. Let's go.
We specifically work on is expanding their emotional vocabulary because a lot of y'all don't even have the words to express how you're feeling. So when you expand,
this somebody therapist right here talking about people need to expand their emotional vocabulary. Anybody let me know what that means. Emotional vocabulary. Somebody let me know what that means, because I feel like hoes be making up some shit and she basically, emotional vocabulary fall into some Heauxsplaining. You know what I'm saying? Like that's some shit that you think a man, like it sounds so good, a man is either gonna be like, that sound like some bullshit, or that sound like it sound good. Some emotional vocabulary. What the fuck is she talking about? You know what I'm saying? Let's go.
Your vocabulary and knowledge of what you are experiencing, because y'all are human beings who experience feelings and emotions and don't have to choke that down no more. Y'all ain't had to choke that shit down since 2016. Anyway, if y'all are not in therapy, expanding your emotional vocabulary, your life just off top is going to be more difficult. When you expand your emotional vocabulary, you expand your awareness of yourself.
she got some shit that she thinks sound good, and she trying to run with that shit so motherfucking hard. Some emotional vocabulary, like really, let's really think about that. What the fuck would it be like with you sitting up with a dude with a large emotional vocabulary? Man, y'all gonna sound like two females sitting there bullshitting each other, trying to mince words and beat each other with wise sayings and all that and shit, and reveling in y'all emotions, right? That's exactly what some emotional vocabulary that sound like some old like let's add a bunch of words and shit so we can sit up and have this long fruitless discussion about our actions and shit, our emotional vocabulary, because your emotions affect your actions, right? So if we on some emotional vocabulary and we focusing on trying to build our emotional vocabulary, bitch, that sounds like it's just a burden to communicating, and so we never really gonna get to where we trying to get because we so busy trying to do this emotional vocabulary shit. Let's go.
Self. When you expand your emotional vocabulary, you understand how you can navigate in this weird ass world that is so hard on y'all. Like, let's.
And then she look how she talking like this is how you can understand and navigate in this weird ass world that's hard on y'all. What type of who do you be talking to? Oh yeah, that's right, your clients that came to you for help. That's who you really talking down on, because the world ain't that fucking weird and the world ain't that fucking hard for a lot of dudes I know, and especially like how you trying to put that shit out there. Like a motherfucker could see you a red flag from a mile away. You know what I mean? Like it ain't no like, oh, it's weird and the motherfucker can't communicate and all that. Like, no, you cocked and ready on, souped up on therapy and think that you finna know it all. You know what I'm saying? So let a man try to tell you how he feel and let it be simple and let it be straight to the point. Nah. You're gonna need some more emotional vocabulary for me, Buster. I'm a therapist.
Acknowledge that the world is very difficult for y'all, but y'all are not making it any easier, bro. You're not. When are telling y'all to.
And all this is geared towards black men, bro. You're not making it any easier, bro. All this sentiment, you could tell by the way she talks, she date white dudes. You could tell she date white dudes, and she offer up her blackness as a commodity. Like she acts ghetto and she speaks ironically ghetto. Y'all are this and y'all are doing that. Like her blackness is a commodity for her to get in white circles and shit and talk down on black people. And I'm pretty sure she talked down on black women too.
To go to therapy, it's not for us, it's for y'all sad motherfuckers. Go to therapy, talk about that on your chest. You don't have to choke shit down no more. Y'all are doing a disservice to yourself. And so let me sum this.
She actually brings up some great points here. The more words that you have in your vocabulary to summarize exactly what you're feeling so you can better pinpoint and address the issue, it's actually a good thing. But that's just a portion of the issue. The other portion is that we cannot fully express ourselves with women without being ridiculed, ostracized, lambasted, clowned, and shamed for our thoughts, feelings, and ideologies. This is why Kevin's platform blew up, because for the first time ever, there was a place for men to congregate, to have their feelings, thoughts, and emotions
where nigga can just say what he feeling, and that's really what it was. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of times,
how she thinks.
So basically, what he's saying is he talking about how Kevin Samuels blew up because you had somewhere where it was like men just talking, and it's a black man too. So men talking about how they feel and the problems they got, and it ain't in the guise of we got to be talking to women, or it got to be an argument about whether it's acceptable or whether your manhood is on the chopping block for even having a feeling about anything and shit. So that's what blew Kevin Samuel up, and that's what got the space open for guys to really communicate and shit. I feel like I'm doing my part right now. Like, I don't know who getting something out of this, but somebody might be, in me just talking freely and showing a motherfucker like, man, it's okay for you to talk, bro. You ain't got to be worried about, oh, what are they going to think? Man, look, they daddy wasn't there. They don't get along with their mama. They can't tell you nothing. They can't give you no advice and shit. Be who you is, and don't be afraid to be who you is and shit. If you the type that's looking for validation and you figure like the purpose of a woman is to validate my manhood, you already lost, bro. You already lost. You got a bigger issue. But nah, that's what opened that space up though, man. Motherfuckers just being able to say how they feel about some shit without it having to be a point of contention, because man, like I said, feelings, nothing more than feelings, man. Shit, let's go.
And at the cost of us elevating y'all standards, y'all got axed because y'all didn't elevate either. Bitches are
Hold on,
not.
let me go back to what she said.
Y'all told to elevate our standards, and at
And if y'all notice what she got blurred out for, she said B word. Like, yeah, I told bitches, you know what I'm saying? Like, she vulgar. She don't talk about women in no empowering way. She talk like she's some type of pimp checking hoes, and that's what let me know that's her. She others herself. You can tell by the way she talks when she wants to talk down on y'all, and you know who y'all is. That's when she uses her black scent. But you could tell she other herself otherwise. Cause look what she get to listen to what she gonna say about black men as a whole.
at the cost of us elevating y'all standards, y'all got axed because y'all didn't elevate either. Bitches are not tolerating emotional abuse, emotional neglect. Step it up. Go talk to somebody. Go expand your emotional vocabulary so.
Hey, and I'm a remind y'all again, she is a therapist. This is a therapist. This girl telling people, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna call her a girl because she goddamn sure ain't a woman. So this girl telling people, go talk to somebody. She's ranting about the people, the men that came to talk to her and that's trying to talk to her and shit. And this what she doing and shit. This is the prime example of, man, don't tell nobody your feelings. Not even don't tell no woman your feelings. Not even no woman therapist. Like, they not even for you, my nigga.
Your
Like,
life
fuck
can
that.
be better, bitch. All right. Go in peace.
Look, your life could be better, bitch. And she slap her ass and she tell you to get lost and shit. Come on, man. Like, trash, dude. Like, she is trash. This glorilla right here, man, she trash on my kids. Like, who do that appeal to? And it all look good and it's all funny. And she went off. Didn't sis go off? Sis went off,
Oh yeah,
right?
because that ass slap definitely represents your standards.
Yeah, sis went off, right? So what happened with sis? What happened to sis?
If you want to be a slut,
Oh, this is bad. I wanted to show
so
y'all
some of
this
y'all need
too.
to
This is a thing that I wanted to point out too. This is and this is another big problem, but we ain't gonna address this because they ain't ready for this conversation. Look at this advice she finna give these hoes out here, man. Listen.
confirmation from mental health professionals. If you want to be a hoe, be a hoe. If you want to be a slut, be a slut. If you want to go thought it out in the streets, bye, bitch. Be in the streets. But
Alright, I'm a man, right? If you want to be a hoe, go be a hoe. You want to be a thought, go be a thought. You want to go slut it out in the streets, then babyyyy, go be a slut and go slut it out in the streets. Now, am I empowering women or am I a monster?
But definitely be safe about it and try to find people that are reasonably sane. But other than that, yellow, shake that shit open. Because you know why? Because you know why you're going to die.
Yeah, so at least hoe when you out here hoeing, find somebody that's somewhat sane and, you know, shake that shit. You know why? You know why you do it? The purpose of doing all this shit is because you gonna die one day. Because you gonna die one day, go shake that shit, man. Go out here, go hoeing and shit with somebody that's somewhat sane. This is my real advice to you. And I'm not a monster, though.
And you want to be in your death, baby, like, damn, I should have slobbed on this. No, blood corn. You want to be there? No.
Because you know what? You don't want to be in your you don't want to be in your coffin hoe thinking you should have slobbed on this knife. So yeah, this is my advice to you as a woman. You know what I'm saying? Go out and you don't want to miss having not slobbed on knives when you're dead. You know what I'm saying? This is my real advice to you as
You want to tell
and
your
I'm not a
grandkids, yes, I was
monster.
starting. I was popping. I was living
Hold on,
like
what you want to tell your grandkids? What you want to tell your grandkids?
No, blood corn. You want to be there? No. You want to tell your grandkids, yes, I was starting. I was popping. I was living like life. Because you know why?
And let me tell y'all this, all this thotting and popping that she do, this is her black woman. This is what she think a black woman. This ain't shit to us. This shit ain't new. You ain't even a good hood rat. You a fake ass hood rat. You talk proper and shit. You know what I'm saying? That thing probably trash. Probably hit like yesterday's spaghetti. You know what I'm saying? She ain't even no real hood rat. You know what I'm saying? So I know she ain't got the moves. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got that twerk muscle like Mercedes. You know what I'm saying? She ain't got the twerk muscle. Fake ass hood rat out here and shit. Come on, man. So, but this crazy though, she's sitting up trying to act this way, talking about some, you want to tell your grandkids you was thotting and you was popping. Man, if I gave a woman this advice, dude, I would be shut down today. I would be an example of a misogynist. I would be Andrew Tate. I would be worse than Kevin Samuels. But when a woman give a woman some fucked up bad advice and shit, sis, yes, sis, yes. Like, y'all let a woman could mislead the shit out of women, and that's really what's happening, because they done already established they ain't listening to no man, and a man can't make them do nothing, but they ain't never say nothing about a woman. They'll let their friends influence them. They'll let that old broke down hoe tell them not to do nothing for love, do everything for money. They'll let another woman turn them into a prostitute, a thought, whatever. And then on top of that, they be misleading y'all, because all these women that be telling y'all to act this way, they don't even act this way. She telling y'all to go out here and thought and pop and all that, but when she go out here to the white dudes, she finna go try to kiss their ass and show how well she could talk and all that and talk down on black women and shit. She not finna be doing all that thotting and popping unless they want her to act like that, like to show her blackness. Like, we need you to show some of your blackness for entertainment. Like, this hoe fake as hell. Look, come on, let's go.
You're gonna die. So if you're thinking, should I sit on it? Sit on it. Sit on it. Sit on it. I'm a strong advocate.
Booty trash too. I just want to say that, man. She tried to shake her booty, man. That's what I call it. Her booty was trash. Look, it's worse than not having no booty, having a trash booty. Let's go.
For being a slut, makes you make.
And what she just said, she said she a big advocate of being a slut, right? And
Being a slut.
excuse me.
Make sure you get that clean bill of health, and you, because you know why you're gonna die. So if you're thinking, should I sit on it? Sit on it. Sit on it. Sit on it. I'm a strong advocate for being a slut. Make sure you get that clean bill of health and use that protection, cause.
But if I called you a slut, or if I advocated you being a slut, though, I'm a monster. I'm a human trafficking pimp, and I'm a this and that and the third. My advice to this hoe right here: you already fired. You ain't got no job and shit. And the bad advice you giving women, you might as well go on and take it now. You might as well get out here and go sell that thing, man. Cause I mean, shit, look at you. You done ruined your life. You wanna be fake ghetto so bad for clout. You want to be fake ghetto for clout so bad. You know what it is. And this is what I call these chicks like this. She's a plantation worker. That's what she is. Whenever you act a certain way and you act like you got to be a stereotype and all that, but you clearly highly educated or more educated, and you feel like you got to act this way for entertainment or just because it's acceptable, somebody like that about you. And most likely it ain't nobody black telling you act that way. You're a plantation worker. She telling y'all girls be like this and be like that, and yeah, go pop it open and bust it open. And then what she gonna say if she was out with some of her guys or whatever, yeah, that's Brad over there. Yeah, girl, you better go get that money. Like this hoe a human traffic one of y'all black women and shit. Talking about she an advocate of being a slut and bust it open and all that. You know who this advice is geared towards, because she's not telling a traditional woman none of this to be a slut and bust it open and all that, because she's gonna die. Everybody gonna die. But everybody don't need to go out here and bust it open just because they gonna die. Let's go.
We ain't trying to get trapped out here. We ain't trying to get.
And she said use a rubber because you ain't trying to get trapped.
She's a strong advocate for being a thought pocket, and again, she's a therapist.
Yep, therapy today, man, is different.
Your job terminated as a result.
So this is what I want to get to. So all that shit she did, all that popping and be a hoe, and all her clients is dusty and shit. You know that feeling of entitlement. You could do whatever the fuck you want to, and anybody that don't like it just can't handle you. Guess her employer just couldn't handle her. Let's go.
Hey there.
It's your friendly neighborhood therapist who thought she could save these hoes, but got her job terminated as a result. Story time? I think yes.
Sure, let's go.
Shit you not.
And her personality is fucking obnoxious, dude. Come on, man. She is obnoxious and shit. Like, oh, I know she's single. If she deal with a dude, he sit there and he just smile and be like, until that long ass face, until it's time for her to give up some of that long ass face. You know what I'm saying? Her face long too. She probably could. Never mind. Let's go. Long face.
I posted a video on Monday telling men that their dusty behavior is only harming them and that they would benefit from emotional intelligence. And I not by Friday didn't have employment. All of this started with a Psychology Today article stating that men are lonelier than ever because they have no emotional skill.
That article got your ugly ass fired right away and shit. Now your bald head ass looking for a new job and ain't nobody finna hire you because you still missing the assignment, man. You still not getting the point. You can't do whatever you want to do and still it's accepted out in society. Nobody can stop you from running your mouth on your social media, but employers are not going to want to be associated with you if the shit you saying is stupid. You are a therapist talking about your opinion as a therapist is go out here and bust it open and shit. That was when they fired you. At that point, you were basically saying, hey, look, I don't want no job. Why did y'all hire me? But let's see how she don't take no accountability.
And I agreed and doubled down and told y'all that y'all lives would radically improve if you expanded.
You ain't say that shit like that.
But instead of healing, y'all will do anything but that. Instead of being accountable like, hey, this bitch stirred a little bit, y'all got so hurt that you contacted Massa.
And there we go, right there. Look at her. First of all, look at her face, man. This hoe got a Jay Leno chin. But other than that, she trying to always, you could tell she commodify her blackness by how she always put that racial element on everything. So her getting fired from her job, she look at as contacting Massa. So the people you offended, you don't feel beholden to them. They nobodies, they dusties and all that shit. You know what I'm saying? That ain't nothing. They you don't care how they feel. But the person who you work for, that's Massa though. You know what I'm saying? Nah, ho, it ain't Massa that got you fired. It just got back to Massa. You know what I'm saying? It's the people who you offended that got you fired and shit. And you chose to offend them. Nobody said, I want her to call me Dusty. I want her to talk about me, talk down on me after I frequent her business or something like that. I want her to use me as an example, a bad example, and shame me for coming to her. Nobody told you that. You know what I'm saying? Yo ass got fired from Massa. You thought that you was being enough of an Oreo. You thought your blackness was commodified enough and you was serving it up in an entertaining enough fashion that you wasn't gonna get fired. You thought you was bringing some spicy black girl to the office and shit wrapped in a nice, neat, white consumable package. And they fired your bald head ass. Let's go. The fuck?
Mm-hmm. That's exactly what happened.
Oh, Massa, shut the fuck up.
Accountability in this entire rant. Ma'am, if I owned a therapy practice and I saw your video with all of your cuss words, all of your lack of professionalism, I would have fired you too.
No, that ain't, bro. That don't got nothing to do with it. Everything she does is acceptable. Look at this psychotic, unemployed smile on her face. This hoe is unemployed smiling like this. Come on, man. It's over. These hoes are nuts.
You represent your practice. And for you to think that a professional establishment whose business
she don't care. We just gonna skip
because needing to up their emotional intelligence.
She don't care.
You know?
So let's see how she get to going crazy because she unemployed
and
now.
And y'all wanted to argue with Blue.
Up your professional intelligence.
So first the post goes viral on Twitter.
He said she need to up her professional intelligence.
And y'all wanted to argue
hit it right
with
on the head
till they Blue in the face. Some of you hoes is not going to be saved. And that's the conclusion that I've come to. So because it's on viral, I'm thinking, okay, cool. We starting a discussion on mental health and people are, you might not like delivery, but my is starting to talk, you know, the tables. I don't give a but then it's.
Is she a glorilla, y'all? Is she macho or is she a glorilla? Put it in the comments. Is she a macho or a glorilla? I think she a glorilla the way she just shook that table and shit.
Turns into this entire crusade of attacking a black woman who serves the black community.
Here we go.
There were comments like,
you see how everything is racial. Now she's a black woman who got attacked for serving the black community. Ho, you ain't served me. You talked about black men was dusty and all this and that. Ho, you ain't served me. I don't need your brand of psychology and shit, thoughtology and shit. You out here advocating. I got a daughter. You out here talking about your clinical opinion is go out and be a hoe because you gonna die. listen, ho, I don't know what community you think you serving, but whatever community you think you serving, man, shit, you need to get them a refund. I hope they got receipts on that service, cause yo ass sending some hoes up the river, and you are teaching some women to be completely fucking stressful and never land a man if that's what they so hope to do. But from what you talking about, I think you purposely trying to give people bad advice, so they need some of your special brand of therapy. Keep coming to you, getting sent up the hill. Let's go.
I'm gonna find her credentials and report her, cause I told y'all to be better. Yeah, y'all are weird. Y'all scream that y'all want to protect women,
Not
protect
me.
black women specifically,
Here we
but
go.
have done nothing to protect this black woman who has been serving the communities. I have been violated in several areas, and I'm gonna outline each one.
They want you they want you to protect them by any means necessary.
Protect black women, cause y'all, you know why y'all should protect black women? Cause y'all are dusty and don't got no words. And while she's busting it wide open and being a hoe because she's gonna die, somebody needs to watch her back. So protect her while she's busting it open and being a hoe, cause YOLO. Protect her. Let's go.
As if there's not a type of personality that deserves more protection. Like, whatever they do, they just want you to jump in the fire with them. You understand me?
Man, get the
Doxed
fuck
by a
out
black
of here.
woman. Can't fake doxed
Oh
by a
shit.
black woman.
So
Putting my
check this out.
Sir.
Check this out.
This article was written by a fucking black woman, putting my full government and my place of employment. So being doxxed by a black woman can't fake hurts, and she never once reached out to me.
So, whoa. It was a black woman that put her on blast. Wasn't even no black man. It was a black woman that did it. You know what I'm saying? That exposed her for being a fucked up therapist. As they should. Whoever that black woman is, hey, you the real MVP. Wherever you at, that look like an auntie right there. Hey, auntie, you the real MVP. You exposed this little glorilla, man. Hold on, let's go.
Or contacted me so I could spin my side of the story. This is the article that spooked my job and got me fired. Not only does she not have any regard for my safety, many other articles have been written as a result. Here are a few of them, just to name a few. Black Twitter has words for therapists scolding men to go to fuck therapy. Y'all attacked me and got mad at me because I wanted better for y'all.
You see how it's always a victimhood spin on it. When she was talking shit and she was popping and all that, and she was talking shit, you know what I'm saying, about people being dusty and all that, and you know what I'm saying, all this bad, basically bad, horrible, not even bad, horrible, like whore, W-H-O-R, horrible therapy advice. It was all good and it was all funny and shit, but then when the consequences come down for your actions, now you like, why ain't I protected? Why did people like, this is what you needed. This is accountability. That hoe held you accountable, man. You know what I'm saying? This is what you needed. This is what you wanted. You know what I'm saying? She used her words, like you be wanting motherfuckers to use their words. She used her words to hold you accountable for that bullshit that you was saying as a supposed licensed therapist. So this is what you really wanted and shit. You needed your little butt spanked. You know what I'm saying? And a black woman spanked it. Auntie spanked you. But now watch you go off on black men again, because that's your whole angle. You're a grifter. You're a black woman outrage grifter who don't even date black dudes. You date white dudes and you use black sayings and stuff like that as to be the blackest person that white people know that's safe to deal with. Let's go.
That's the most crab in the barrel bucket type bullshit I've ever heard.
That's the most crab in the barrel
A
type
plethora of
bucket
black
bullshit.
men decided to take it upon themselves to call my employment to get me fired. You succeeded, but you succeeded in not the way that you think. If it's one thing about black women is that we're incredibly resilient. They cleared the table to give me space and opportunity.
Now she pandering to y'all black women. Uh-oh, here she go. She didn't get fired. Black women got fired. She wasn't giving bad advice. She was empowering women. Get the fuck out of here.
Opportunity to educate.
I'm sick of black women playing the black women card, and I hope more black women call black women out on that shit. Like, ho, this shit you doing ain't empowering us. Leave me out of that shit. Play the you card.
the masses while shaking our asses to healing because y'all got mad because I wanted you to do better.
Listen to
Incredibly
this
resilient.
bullshit.
Cleared the table to give me space and opportunity to educate the masses while shaking our asses to healing because y'all got mad because I wanted you to do better. I was told they could
Educate the masses while shaking our asses. If you don't see this a black woman exploiting black women, come on. What the fuck? Educate the masses to shaking our asses. Like everything that she giving off woman wise is all thought hoe, bitch, all these hoes, these niggas. Like, dude, she is listen, man, she disgusting, dude. You know what I'm saying? And what is educating the masses while shaking our asses? Like, you just you want to do a bunch of ignorant shit. You want to talk ignorant, but you don't want it to be reflect on you personally or have personal consequences. You want it to be looked at as the culture. That's the culture shit I was talking about yesterday. All this shit she doing is the culture and shit. Like, come on, man. This whole need to be stopped.
consulted with shareholders and decided to terminate my contract because I told y'all to go to therapy. That's the world we live in.
You don't need to spin your side of the story, ma'am. We all saw the video. The article didn't spook your job. It simply illuminated.
Yeah, long story short, we gonna stop it right there. I've been going over an hour and shit, right? And I just really wanted y'all to see what the hell was going on with this lady and shit, man. The therapist who need therapy. Oh, not only do she need therapy, but if somebody got an application, that hoe need a job too, cause you know what I'm saying? She's fired. So if y'all got applications or job leads, send them to, I don't know what this whole name is, man, but she sure need a job. And just so y'all know, she's educating the masses and shaking her asses. You know what I'm saying? But nah, I'm going to end it right there, man. Thanks to everybody that watched today. I appreciate y'all. We trying to build up this YouTube. We working. We building the audience. I'm gonna keep hitting these topics. Try to get on, you know, popular topics and everything like that, and just get on discussions of things that we all been thinking about, talking about, and everything like that. So, you know, I appreciate y'all, man. You know, really, I really appreciate y'all coming out and you know, giving me that viewership. Like and subscribe to the channel. Don't be afraid to comment in the comments. And you know, we gonna do the same thing, same time tomorrow. Later.